What's up, y'all? I've been gone a minute. I know. I'm sorry, but you know, I'm back, and here's a little video on Blox Piece. This is kind of old, really old footage. I'm sorry about that. I didn't intend to leave for this long, but yeah. So this right here, like I said, is Blox Piece. At the time, it was a new game. That should give you guys like kind of a perspective on how long ago this was. But basically, what I was going to do was just run through the game with you guys and kind of give like I don't know, first look for people who maybe wanted to play the game but weren't like sure whether or not it was good yet. Um, so looking back on it, I consider myself like a pretty high level now, so I can like give better tips, I guess. But looking back on it now, I kind of know what I'm talking about here, so it'll make it easier to explain. So I'm gonna be cutting a lot of footage out. So some things to know about the game: you have your little attacks, and then you have like abilities or special attacks. So you know, depending on what you have equipped, that'll determine like the kind of moves you can use. Different things have different move sets. As you start out the game, you start out with combat, so you get your basic combat moves. But throughout the game, you can change to different fighting styles. You can use a sword, and you have devil fruit abilities. So depending on what you have equipped and what you have like held out in your inventory, or toggled on, I should say. For example, if I hit 1, you would see my combat skills, but if I were to have maybe a sword in my inventory set to 2 and I hit 2, it would show a different skill set. And you have to be a certain level to unlock certain skills. You'll see it right here, because this is where I bought my katana. You can also buy devil fruits. You don't necessarily have to find them, but you can. I don't think I ever bought my devil fruit. Pretty sure, if I remember correctly, a friend gave it to me, which was really cool. It was a Logia, actually. It was Yami. Yami's what I still have to this day. But as you can see right here, those are a different set of skills. 2 different moves entirely for my different weapon. I just went past my inventory. That's where you store stuff, obviously. But stay on topic. See, combat has 2 different moves here. So does the katana. Take note of that. So yeah, what was I saying? Logias. With the Logias, they're kind of different in this game in comparison to any of the other One Piece games that I've played personally. I don't know as far as like other ones that have been made thus far, but for this one, you have to be a certain level for your Logia effect to happen, to be true. So basically, the enemy that you're fighting, if they're a higher level than you, then they are going to just pummel you, and your Logia effect is not going to be true. However, it will if you are on the same level and or a higher level than them. So with these bandits, let me see, what level are these bandits? Yeah, so with these bandits, they're what? I'm moving too fast to see their levels. Alright, yeah. Level 5 bandits. So, against these bandits, if you were to have a Logia, they would not be able to damage you whatsoever. So every time you level up, you get 3 stat points. As you can see here, you have melee, defense, sword, gun, and demon fruit, which is devil fruit, but I'm assuming they changed it for copyright reasons. So, it's as you would expect. Like, your defense is health, attack is stamina, sword is obviously sword. Or sorry, not attack, melee. Melee is health, or it's stamina. I'm sorry. Let me start that over. I don't want to confuse y'all. Your health correlates to your melee stat. Wow, how did I butcher that again? I'm sorry. Your health correlates to your defense stat. Your energy correlates to your melee stat. Your sword correlates to your sword stat, of course. Your delve fruit to your delve fruit stat, and guns to gun stat. So the only things that might like be confusing are, well, the only thing is melee. Melee not only buffs your physical strength, but it also buffs your energy. I'm pretty sure though, as of right now, it's kind of updated to where you have like a set energy based on level, so that you don't have to load the like mess out of your melee. But I still suggest you do it because it's very useful for having fighting styles such as Electro, which are really good, and I really recommend getting it. So yeah, this is basically just going to be me grinding for a long time. I think that's about all it is. At least for this part, where I'm at this part of the map. I stay on here for a while actually. I don't know how long I stay on here, but I did stay on here for a while. And then I eventually leave and come back with a new set of footage after doing some grinding. So I'm gonna cut to that. Alright, so as you can see right here, I'm on a different island entirely. I'm pretty certain that this is the next one you're supposed to go to. This is Buggy Island, if I'm correct. Obviously, as the name would suggest, buggy spawns here, but there's a different set of NPCs here. On the first island, you only had one type of NPC. On this one, you have two. And this is the island where I was training, and a friend of mine gave me my devil fruit. So, you know, good memories. Good memories. You're gonna be, I don't think you have to spend that much time on the starter island. I'd say level 20 is a good level to leave it at. Obviously, I wasn't prepared to come to this island, as you can see here, based on the fact that I am getting absolutely pummeled by this pirate right here. Just completely obliterated, and that is not good at all. That's not what you want. You want to be the one obliterating, unless of course you have a Logia. Then you just don't have to worry about anything, so long as you're, same level or higher. That rule applies. Certain bosses that can just bypass that though. Obviously, if they have hockey, which most bosses in the game do, if not all by this point, they just completely bypass the whole Logia thing, as One Piece fans would know. So be careful of that. Don't be too cocky. But yeah, just, I guess the importance of this clip is to know, go to Buggy Island next. Alright, do not try any other islands. You could go to Marine Island if you want. It's on par level wise with the Pirate Island. I forget the name of the town. But yeah, just don't like be very bold in this game. I made that mistake when I started off and trying to fight these things, but they are very rewarding if you do manage to do it, which I clearly didn't, as you see there. Don't be me. Don't do what I'm doing. But in case you're wondering why my server looked so empty, so empty, which I don't know why I didn't say before, but I was playing on a private server so that I could record this video peacefully without any interruptions. But yeah, I didn't set my spawn point to that island, which was, my mistake, and that's why I spawned all the way back on the starter island. But now I'm at a level where I could just demolish these things. So, gonna do more grinding and then cut to the next recording, I guess, post training. Alright y'all, alright. As you can see here, I've done a significant amount of grinding. I think I left off on 13 and I came back at 128. Feel free to fact check that yourself. I'm not going to go back in the recording and do that. I have this, which is a drop, the pink cape. It's a Doflamingo's cape. I believe one of the best drops in game, if not the best, at the time of this recording. I have a new weapon, the pipe, and I'm on a new island entirely. I believe this is the island where you get hockey, or if not hockey, like Sora and a bunch of stuff. Now here, this is where you get to see Yami in action. You can see me get worked by the Yeti as well, but the Logia rule, like I said, didn't apply to the Yeti, because he's a boss and he's a higher level than me, obviously. So these little snowmen have probably, I don't remember what level they were. Excuse me, didn't mean to yawn up in your ears like that. But yeah, they probably could attack me, which is why I'm backing up away from them. Either that or they had hockey. But yeah, I'm not sure if at the time of this recording I had hockey yet, but I do eventually get it. I know that much. I could tell you that. So I'm not really sure what to talk about here. You can see the little Yami showcase for yourself. You can see me use pipe. I don't have a fighting style at the time of this recording, but I do have one as of right now. And yeah, so since I'm not sure what else to talk about game-wise, I'm just gonna talk about some Roblox stuff in general. So let's see, what is there news-wise? Kodak Stan, for those of y'all who follow and or are subscribed to him, his birthday passed by the other day, so feel free to go drop a happy belated birthday for Kodak Stan, whether it be on Discord if you have him added or are in his Discord, or just in the comment section of one of his YouTube videos. Doesn't matter, just go show some love and support because he's a good friend of mine. What is there to talk about news-wise? Really don't know. There's definitely a drought of games right now. Everything out is closed community or paid access. ABA was, you know, a good paid access game, but it went public, completely public, after they messed up in doing like a free weekend. But it was discounted for a while before that. I do believe if you paid for it at full price, you get like some DLC skins for like One Piece characters or something like that. But if you bought it at the discounted price of 25 Robux, then I'm afraid that I'm not sure. I don't think you get the DLC. So sorry to those of you that only dropped $1 on a game. Fortunately, I paid full price, although I don't touch that game at all. But I'm not really tripping over that. What else is there? Let me talk about some games that we need. Actually, I could do a separate video on this altogether, but we definitely need some good Hunter x Hunter games. Although one of my close friends did tell me that he found out about one. I'll have to check in on that later, but you know, Hunter x Hunter is really good. We definitely need some Hunter x Hunter games out here. I really want to play one. We need some good 7 Deadly Sins games. I know a lot of them have been coming out. There's a paid access one that's out as of recent. Only 25 Robux, so obviously I'm going to be buying it and showcasing like some gameplay for you guys. It's me playing through some basic stuff. We don't really need any Attack on Titan games unless you're really just interested in Attack on Titan games, but they're pretty much all the same. We're really bathing in One Piece games right now. Whatchamacallit came out. I forget the name of the game when it matters. Dang. I really can't remember the name of the game right now. I'll check that as I'm speaking. But yeah, we're good on One Piece games, definitely. Naruto games, we have Shinobi Story coming out. I don't know how that's gonna do though. We have a Mob Psycho game out right now, but that's also paid access. Like I said, a lot of the good stuff that's out right now is paid access. One Piece Millennium, they did a revamp, and it's actually pretty nice. I suggest you guys go check that out. Like, I really suggest that. Final Chapter 2, that's the game. One Piece Final Chapter 2. It dropped, and it kind of flopped, I'm not gonna lie. It's literally just a remake of the old game, which is I guess what they marketed it to us as opposed to a sequel, just, you know, to avoid copyright. But it's really the same as the old game, and it's pretty laggy unless they fix some of that. There have been lag fixes, but they didn't really seem to do much, so I kind of stopped playing the game. I might give it a second chance in the future, but who knows. I don't know. We need some good RPG games like Dungeon Quest. Dungeon Quest is doing really well. Still pretty popular, but not too popular. What else do we need? We're good on Tokyo Ghoul games. You know, if you've made it this far, I'd like to congratulate you on sitting through my boring commentary, because I do sound pretty like monotone, I guess, right now, because I'm just not back into the like swing of recording. But yeah, so just let me know down in the comment section below what kind of games you guys are looking forward to on Roblox, and you know, what kind of content you want to see from me. And I'd also like to apologize for this video being so long, but I had to drop some for y'all after being gone for so long. Shout out to the homie King Ka, and that's about it for this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Adios.